Okay guys, I'm gonna run you through a quick punching power drill. Really nothing too crazy, just something I like to do. First things first, make sure you get a good warm-up in before you go hitting the bag real hard. Boxing's one of the easiest sorts of cardio on your body in my opinion, but if you don't loosen yourself up first, it's kind of easy to hurt your shoulders, pull your neck, stuff like that. So I got my warm-up before the video, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get to it. What I'm gonna be going over today is basically just hooks. And a lot of people, they like to overcomplicate boxing, you know, they think you gotta do all these combination workouts and drills on top of drills. I mean, there's nothing wrong with just getting a bag, getting loose, and busting out some hard hooks. So that's really what we're going to do today. Because you can really, I mean, back to the overcomplicating, every single punch you throw, you can break down into multiple steps. So with power punches, everybody's got their own power punch. Most of the time, your strongest punch is going to be that Mike Tyson sort of dip, close range hook, step out, cross. Those two punches, really, that initial hook, knockout power all day. So when I throw this hook, keep in mind, boxing is really, even though your arm and your fist is executing the punch, it's really your whole body that's putting the power behind it. Think of your arm as like a surfer, and your body's the wave that your arm has to ride, right? So instead of standing up, you know, straight, solid, getting it with your arm, it doesn't take much, but just a little subtle dip into the hip, right? Dip with the hip. That's gonna turn a punch like this, right, into a punch like this. And you could just do that. I mean, that's a workout to me. Just getting them hooks in and just blasting the bag, right? Just right, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that in my opinion. So today, a good punching power drill that I like to go over is just that initial dip hook into a hard cross, right? So think you got an opponent here, maybe he throws a punch at you, kind of cover, just like Mike Tyson, cover, bend that lead leg a little bit, whip the hip into your punch, right? So step back, cross, right? This is what it looks like in real time. Right, and that's a rep. Think about, in boxing, your punches, your little combinations, your 1-2, 1-2-3, consider those as reps, and just rep those out. Like I said, people like to overcomplicate boxing, but there's nothing wrong with just getting a warm-up in, tearing at the bag with a couple punches. That's gonna wear you out. You're gonna feel your punches getting stronger, even at the end of the workout. And it's all in the hips, right? I dip the lead leg, whip the hip on that hook, and then it's like the other side of my hip, whipping again for that cross. Really, if you had noodle arms, you could still get most of your punch power just from moving the hips. Like I said, your body is the wave of energy that your arm is riding. Your arm isn't the source of power for your punches. One of the biggest mistakes in boxing is that, and that's going to keep you stiff. That's what's going to hurt your shoulders, right? One more time here. right? So yeah, that's really just a simple 2-punch combination. Like I said, get a little warm up in before you do that, and then just see what works for you. You know, some people, they get more power in the cross. Some people get more powers in the hooks, the uppercuts. But just find what power punches work for you and just rip those out. Make sure focusing on your hips, focusing on those knees bending, and just lunging into those punches. All right? Clench that fist. Move that body. Get strong. Be a badass, right? All right.